Oh, this thing better work. Nope.
No.
I guess not. There we go.
There it is. All right, how much time we got? Oh, 2 minutes. And go. It's gonna be an interesting one.
Yep. Watch the thing that's kind of tucked behind your jacket.
I know the fix for that.
Oh,
Pow.
excellent.
All right.
Sweet.
Look good? Feel good?
Yeah. Got another minute.
Another minute. Shoot the shit. Jerk off a little bit.
What did you do today?
Sat back. Jerked off a little bit.
Yep.
No, mostly I was looking for these offensive linemen. Like that was sort of my hardest part about.
Yeah.
So not. I mean, there are some that are like in the movies, but I feel like they're still sort of like secondary characters to most of the stuff.
Yeah, because everybody likes the position players.
Right,
I
exactly.
found
And those ones you follow. And
the offensive
Don't
line 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
you have 11 offensive linemen.
Some of them are stretches,
Sure.
but I found 11.
Sure.
So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, actually, that's an interesting question. If I can flip any of mine, because I definitely possible. Let's see. And have a little secret cheat sheet on the side if you pick my motherfuckers. But not this one.
Good afternoon, everybody.
What's up, boys?
Welcome
and
to
girls.
Under Further Review. I am Andrew.
And I'm Paul.
This is the show where two lushes talk about sports and we get drunk while we do it.
Yeah.
Paul's here.
I'm already drunk.
Kata's on vacation.
She's on vacation.
Yeah.
Where does she get to go now?
She's in Cancun.
Cancun.
Last I talked to her, she just landed.
Okay. She left, what, last night?
Yeah, she left last night. They left early, and
Nice.
they were in Texas, and now they're in Cancun.
Nice.
I talked to her, and she said that there was a baby that threw up.
Okay.
I thought it was just her and Mike, and apparently there are small children involved.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
On her trip with her.
On her trip with her.
Not her kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good for her.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us on Facebook Live. Podcast coming out later this week on Apple Podcasts. Be sure to get it wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, using the handle UFR Vodcast. We are here every Monday. Let's start it off.
Hey.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much. It's been since last year?
Far too long. Oh, man, and the shots haven't changed at all.
Nope.
We're going back with the cold snap again today
All right.
because beer is good. Cerveza is bueno if you live in Mexico.
Well, for Kata out there.
No. Sweet.
Oh, yeah, we should go to Cancun.
Also, special thanks to the band All Right Thanks from Massachusetts for supplying our song for today. Props to Chelsea, who's watching right now, whose brother is a part of that band.
Nice.
So we appreciate you, Chelsea.
I like your band. I don't like Massachusetts. I'm sorry.
You'll love Chelsea.
Are we actually going to discuss Massachusetts? Or I guess you guys did that on your last one.
after the Super Bowl.
All right.
Well, I mean, I
haven't
can
officially said it, so just like fuck this
I can
guy.
certainly get your thoughts. Are those your thoughts? Just a big middle
those
finger?
are just a big move because I told you this from before the playoffs.
Yeah, I was so wrong.
And you were just so worried. I was like, dude, let playoff Brady come in. And now he's got fucking 6. And
I was wrong. I was so wrong.
I actually have an interesting question for you. After this, maybe Gronk retires.
Maybe.
Uh,
He's been at Gillette Stadium like each of the last 4 days, so people are just swirling around that.
Sure.
So maybe.
Flash Gordon, if
Okay.
he doesn't come back, what do you guys do? Do you guys make the Super Bowl in the next 5 years again without these
Oh, I think we're still
star players?
I think they're still in the conversation. There's talk that Amendola might be back next year from Miami. Because
Okay.
Miami's trying to move on,
But he wasn't really the guy anymore.
well, I mean, the thing is that the whole team is the guy.
Sure.
It's Brady,
Sure,
and then
that
there's
is definitely the Patriots.
it's
mentality.
Brady, and then there's everybody else.
Right.
And I mean, Amendola's got this reputation for being, Danny Playoff Amendola.
Right.
But no, I agree. He's not your
He
top
didn't get the
guy.
chance to show that on the Dolphins. Where was he?
Dolphins,
Dolphins, yeah.
I know, right? Like he didn't do anything in Miami.
All of that was a dumpster
But
fire.
yeah. I don't know. It's the offseason. There's rumors swirling around. People are
Yeah.
saying Antonio Brown, but that's not going to happen.
That's
People
not
say
gonna happen.
I heard something about Odell. That's not going to happen either.
I've been worried about that because I could see the Giants doing something stupid with that,
Right.
thinking that they're gonna try to dupe the Pats somehow, but you don't dupe the Pats. So
True.
I don't know what we'd get for it. I'd really have to see that offer, but please don't put OBJ on the Pats. I could never watch a football game again.
Do you want to win a Super Bowl? Come to Foxborough. We have 6 rings. Anyways, if we have time, we'll talk about more. Talk about this more at the end. Show business. So Kata's in Mexico. She misses and loves you all. She's not watching because she's international right now. She and I went to the dog show last week, and that was so much fun.
Was it?
Yeah, I'll show
Okay,
you.
because I have speculation about this.
Oh yeah,
I don't get it.
yeah.
I don't get it.
When you go, then you get it.
Right.
That's the thing.
That I feel like it's got to be a very active sport. Like seeing it on TV, you're just like, and there's another parade, and
Yep.
I
It was
don't
so
like golf.
intense. Okay, it was so intense.
Yeah.
Seriously, like 10 out of 10 would recommend going again. It was loud. There was controversy. There was a dog that got disqualified for one of the judges knew the main handler of the dog.
Yeah.
And so there was a conflict of interest there. Like he had trained other Spurkies.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was that. There was a fan favorite who didn't win, and the crowd booed the judge's decision for the winner, which I thought was excellent.
What are the categories for a dog winning show?
So there's 7 different groups of dogs.
Okay.
So there's hundreds of breeds of dogs, and then they're each into different groups. There's hound dogs. There's toy. There's toy dogs like poodles and stuff.
Yeah.
The terriers have their own group because there's so
Sure.
many. There's the huge dogs, which are the hunting dogs,
Yeah.
the sporting dogs, the non-sporting dogs. But there are 7 groups, and so the winners, the best of the breeds, get together for their group stage.
Yeah.
The winner of the group represents the group in Best in Show.
Gotcha.
So out of the top 7, each of the winners of the groups, the winner of those 7 wins Best in Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's intense, and you get to you get to go back and you see this intense grooming of these dogs, and these
Sure.
owners are laser focused, as are the dogs.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's gotta be the more fun part is to be the trainer and you go through it and you really are making this bond.
Yeah.
Yes, I just really want a dog. So
Same.
I am interested in that point of view.
Same.
But
We'll post pictures. There's going to be a lot of I'm working on our bonus content for the dog show.
Right.
But the garden was loud on
This
day.
is at MSG?
Yeah.
Really?
It's always been at MSG, which I was
shit.
super surprised at. Yeah.
This is how little I know about the dog show.
They do the daytime sessions at Piers 92 and 94,
Mhm.
which are not far from there, and then the evening sessions are at MSG.
Right.
And it was loud, and there were celebrities in the audience, which is fun.
Do they all go for obstacles or just showmanship of what they are? Or
That's what I thought
each
it
one
was.
Get different.
I thought the obstacles were a main part of it, and that's a subheading of it. There's no
Really?
Yeah, the agility challenge is all
Because I feel
happening.
like I've been seeing that one video go around on Instagram of that really tiny dog that's going crazy, and there's all the shots of the audience and everyone's freaking the hell out.
Yep.
And I was like, that was the most captivating moment I've seen. And then you see him come under 3 seconds, and everyone's floored, and that was actually entertaining.
And I think that's the super entertaining part of it too, because
Right.
I don't know because in the dog showing part, they stand on this podium and the judge examines them how well they're groomed,
Mhm.
and then they just go for a walk up and back, and then that's the end of their turn, and that's what they're judged on.
Right.
So I would much rather see more agility stuff going forward, but then again,
Sure.
I'm not part of the Westminster Kennel Club. So, but again, we'll have more bonus content on that. We'll post lots of videos. There were lots of interviews that were had. We'll discuss that later. Kata has a dare that she's going to fulfill on February 25th.
Ooh, and this is a biggie.
Yeah, she lost our prop bets during the Super Bowl, so she's going to have to do some stand-up comedy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kata.
Yeah, that happens on February 25th. That's a Monday. That is next Monday, if I'm not mistaken. That's at Lennox Coffee, which is on 129th and Lennox. They do an open mic night every Monday. Great talent. I've been there before. The people that I'm rooming with now actually run the open mic night.
Nice.
So going to be, supportive. Come and support us. Starts at 6:30, I think.
Nice.
We'll see when we can get her.
I wish her the best of luck.
We can get her up there. That's going to be funny. I'm excited. Thank God I didn't lose because I'm not funny at all.
I had a pact with some friends that we were all going to do stand-up comedy. And as the day got closer, I just started freaking out. And then I ended up getting work in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I can't do it. I have to go. And the whole time I'm just like, phew! It just seems so nauseous. And, I'm an actor. I should know how to handle a stage or people. But, it's such a different context than a play.
Yeah.
That
I'm the same way.
Good luck.
I cannot do it. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
But, thank God we're not suffering through it. She is. So that's good. One last thing. The final show of season 1 is on March 11th, which is 4 or 5 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of things that we're going to cover between now and then. But yeah, it's going to be the end of our first season. We'll have a lot of bonus content between that and the beginning of season 2. I'm sure you'll be involved somehow.
I can only hope.
It's going to be lots and lots of fun. So that's our official show business. Let's move into our one poll for the week that Kata posted.
One poll for the week. And honestly, you guys got these wrong from the start.
I voted for. Okay,
so the third option missing.
All right. Well, let me read it, and then you give me the third option. So the poll was: What do you think is more likely on Stephen A. Smith's Valentine's Day agenda? Is it the hot women that he spoils, or is it work? And 57% of you said work. 43% of you said the hot women he spoils, including myself. You said there's a third option.
Just retire.
Okay.
I think that's what he's thinking of. I mean, honestly, he's been so bad for a bit. I remember watching something early in the season, and he was commenting on the Chargers, and he was talking about how, Hunter Henry was, their key offensive weapon, and it's dude, he hasn't played. He's been out since.
Yep.
And there's been 2 or 3 more of those, and, he's just a ranter now, and that's entertaining for a time.
That's most of...
But on the other hand, what women is he? It's got to just be money that he's spoiling. That's why you said spoils, because who's going for Stephen A. Smith?
Oh, I feel like he's a straight baller.
Really?
He just goes out and he's women on each arm. Oh yeah, no. I feel like he.
That may be true, but I feel like the women are also there, just rolling their eyes.
Oh, sure, but it's Stephen A. Smith. It's tell me more about LeBron. It's LeBron is my brother, and he'll just tell stories, and he'll be, all the women are fawning over him.
He's
so
just
that's
a loud
why.
Personality.
Oh yeah. I think he's a big baller when he goes to the club.
All right, so maybe you didn't get it. Maybe, it's got to be hot women spoils. Yeah. I think work he hasn't focused on for a very, very long time. I'm sorry, Stephen. But...
Love it. Hot take city over here.
Yeah.
There was some news out of the AAF that came out. Did you watch any of it this weekend?
I have not watched any of it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And it's just due to, I guess, popularity or its new beginning. I haven't really had a time to dive in yet.
I don't have a team I've chosen to follow yet, so that's my big thing.
That's not I've got to figure out who to root for, who I like, all these things.
If I don't have rooting interest, then I'm less
right.
interested.
Then there's no point to.
Sure.
It's like me watching golf. Huh? We'll stick with that analogy. I really hate golf. It's just boring.
We're gonna have a fight at some point.
Anyway, we are gonna. Are you really into golf?
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
For sure.
I'm really into mini golf.
I love mini golf.
I'm into playing golf.
Mini golf is great.
When you watch it, I'm just
no.
I don't know.
But there was some news. Colin Kaepernick. So I'm going to tie the NFL to the AAF for a minute.
Which we should, because they've sort of done that.
Sure.
But
so Colin Kaepernick settled his collusion case with the NFL.
Yes.
He got paid $80 million.
Yes.
I want to know if
there's also a no something clause, he can't discuss anything else about it. I don't know what the actual limit is, but he's not allowed to say something to someone about this.
Right. This is just something that I saw in passing. My question was, should he go and try to play in the AAF? Would it be beneficial for him to play there? Take a pay cut and just play football?
Yes.
Okay.
If he wants to play football, yes. Obviously, the NFL is not going to have anything to do with you anymore, and that sucks. He deserves it. We're doing a little sneakeroo. He definitely deserves it. He should have what he wants to do. That being said, I feel like he's still going to run into the same problems that he did with the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that being said, I haven't seen a game. I don't know how they handle their national anthem before games, but what happens when that arises? You know, does he now just keep this job, or does he again stick to his backbone? Which I think stick to your backbone. You've now got your $80 million. You're cool. Go be a humanitarian.
I agree.
You know, what is really this game doing for you anymore?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good for him. I think it's going to give him a little bit of leverage for the NFL. It's like, look, I can still play. For those of you who don't think that I can play anymore, because that was a big talking point when he wasn't, when he was still on the bench and not starting. People were like, well, he's not a good starting quarterback. I think playing in the AAF.
He went to a Super Bowl. Don't say he's not a good starting card. I hate that argument.
Seriously. Yeah. If he's able to go out there and dominate like he was in the NFL, say for example he goes out and he leads his team to a championship, I think that's leverage for the NFL to be like, okay, or at least some teams
to ignore.
Right. It's something that teams will look at and say, okay, so this guy still can play, and maybe not as a starter, but at least on an NFL team.
Yes. Now, I'm actually glad that you brought it up like this, because I actually read an article recently about the AAF. And it was from a former player. I can't remember his Nick something. It was on Deadspin. Okay. He's basically saying how this has been done before, and all these promises have been made of, like the United Football League, the Extreme Football League. It's going to be you weren't drafted, or you're off for your season, whatever. Right. You need something to show off, and now you have this smaller team saying, "Come play for us." The NFL is going to be watching. When the NFL needs something, they are going to be watching this, and they're going to pick one of you guys over a Joe Schmo nobody.
Sure.
Those promises have been made before. They've been made with big salary caps for them. These players are going to be taken care of and great. And when they got there, it was the complete opposite.
Okay.
Things were being cut left and right. They didn't have proper equipment for stuff, even for practice squads. And you can show that you can play, but you're also playing with guys who were initially passed on, Yeah. We know that you can play. Mm-hmm. That's not the question. It's will you be better than the people who are actually in the NFL? And we see that all the time from that jump when it goes from, let's say college or undrafted to the pro. Right. There's a breakdown, you are now playing with guys who have been playing this hardcore professional job for, 5 to 10 years based on who you're playing. Just because you can dominate a bunch of nobodies doesn't mean it's going to actually translate to the NFL. So I question the whole, will this lead to something more for them, or is it just a side venture? Yeah, very valid point. At this point, he's still not working. So if he decides to join the AAF, I think it'd be great for him. But, of course, you're right. I just think it would have to be for him. Trent Richardson, for example. Yes. He had 2 touchdowns in his first AAF game after, completely bombing out of the NFL. Right. It still doesn't mean he's a good running back. Right. It just means that, okay, so he's getting playing time, and so he still knows how to run the football. Yeah. So I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah. I need to plug my computer in. So you need to plug his computer in. Do you want to talk about this next point? The Adam Silver thing? Adam Silver as the NFL commish. I can start us off on that. So, apparently it's come out that certain NFL owners are trying to persuade Adam Silver to actually become the new the new commish of the NFL, which, first of all, anything over goddamn fucking Goodell would be fucking insane. But I don't know. It's such a different sport, and it's such a different way of running in teams. And I mean, you've got, divisions and things that matter in football and things that don't matter in NBA. There's more... I'm kind of rambling. I'm not sure what to say. I don't think he would actually be able to pick up and run the same type of league as he would, if that makes sense. I'll be there in 2 seconds. He's going to be here in 2 seconds. I think it's good. I don't know. I think there are bigger miracles that have a higher chance of happening than Goodell not being the commish for a long time. Because Goodell also just got extended as well, didn't he? Unfortunately. Something ridiculous. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I'm back, and we're charged. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why Goodell got that extension. I don't know. I don't like how he's handled certain things. I don't like how things go down in the NFL. Case in point, that Kareem Hunt is allowed to actually be on a team again. Right.
I think the biggest selling point for Adam Silver as commissioner is what he allows players to speak their minds.
But is that really him, or is that, like the NBA Players Association really actually like standing their ground? Like, because they say the NBA players have the most hold over their organization out of any professional sport out there.
Well, maybe the Basketball Players Association and the NFLPA need to get together and talk about their differences. Yes. Because it seems like the players in the NFL have no power at all.
At all.
And it's really interesting that the owners are the ones that went to Adam Silver and asked him.
Uh-huh.
Because these same owners are the ones that keep Goodell.
They're going to be the ones that are going to lose their power.
They're going to keep Goodell in power, number one. Right. So it's an interesting thing. I mean, it makes sense that why would you try to want to become commissioner of both leagues, or would you even become commissioner of both leagues? Interesting point.
They're so There are bigger things I'm hoping from the NBA that I think would happen before Adam Silver even turns that down.
The NBA is frustrating. It's so frustrating.
But hey, there are new rumors that James Dolan might sell the Knicks again. That's all my sports of New York are, is just like hope and rumors. That's all I have.
This is so over my head with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I got nothing for you.
I'm sorry.
I saw a thing in the Metro, the New York Metro, the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
They projected the Knicks lineup for next year.
Yeah.
And it was like Kyrie and Kevin Durant and Zion Williamson and DeAndre Jordan. Yep. And I literally laughed when I saw it.
It's so possible.
Is it?
It is.
They'll get like Terry Rozier from the Celtics.
It's so possible. It's first of all, I think most likely to happen is Zion Williams.
Obviously, well, you gotta win the lottery for that.
We still have to win the lottery, but I mean, right now we're fighting with the Cavs and the Suns. Yep. For worst. We're tied with the Suns right now.
Okay.
I don't know. We just have so much dysfunction and changes going through that it seems like we're gonna bottom out.
What'd you think of the Porzingis trade? Since I haven't seen you since a while.
There's it's back and forth because I've been doing so much reading, trying to make myself okay with this trade.
Yeah.
Because I was not. I was not okay with this trade. First of all, I thought KP was going to be the ultimate savior. He was going to be the next really true new Patrick Ewing. I thought he had that sort of loyalty mentality as well.
Sure.
It seemed like, the fact that he wasn't born and raised in America, he didn't need a win right now mentality. He was more about a team and a purpose. Mm-hmm. And then all these rumors that come out of he requested the trade, he wasn't happy with the direction things are going, he doesn't like that we're losing so much.
Yep.
And really my biggest thing to say to all of that is, you're our star guy and you weren't playing. Of course we're losing games. Yep. Yes, people need to pick up the slack, but you are what we're building around, and if you're not there, it's not crazy that we're losing games. You need to hold on one more year when you're actually playing.
Yep.
And then you go through all these motions. I still wouldn't have been happy about it then.
Sure.
Love DeAndre Jordan. Love Dennis Smith Jr.
Yep.
I wish we held on to Wesley Matthews for a little bit longer and seen what could have come from that. But I understand having to waive him. I'm actually not sure how all the cap space works with that. I thought we were actually originally going to have to waive DeAndre Jordan as well to have 2 max spots. But now I'm hearing that we don't have to do that.
Interesting.
So that's more exciting.
Okay.
Because if we have DeAndre Jordan, we finally have a center of centers.
Right.
KP definitely played that slide role.
But DeAndre Jordan is a good solid center.
Is a center.
For sure.
And he has proven that he's ready to be a starting man.
Celtics don't have that, so I can't really. No. We have Tice, and that's really about it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, there's no loyalty anymore. I'm about fed up with Kyrie Irving. But.
Sure, and that's my other thing. Is I'm actually not sold on Kyrie Irving coming to the Knicks.
I'm not sold on
coming, but that he'll be good.
Yeah.
Has he ever fully completed a full 82-game season?
I don't know, but he's the best player on our team. By a lot.
Well, I mean, Jason Tatum is.
Yeah. I know.
A very close second. I guess I obviously would put Kyrie above.
Objectively, Kyrie Irving is a better player than Jason Tatum. I mean, Tatum's not far behind. Tatum also has loyalty because he's still, in his second year.
Sure.
But I digress. God, the Celtics team.
I don't think Kyrie can actually carry a full team because he can't.
No, clearly
can't hold up through.
Otherwise, if he could, he wouldn't have gone and been like, "Hey, LeBron, how's it going?"
Exactly. So actually, let's go Kemba Walker and let's go Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Those are my picks.
Awesome. All right, let's move on. Joe Flacco got traded to the Broncos this past week. Joe Flacco, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback.
What, 2013?
47, got traded to the Denver Broncos. It's not official yet. The league's season starts March 13th, at which point then we'll figure out who he gets traded for. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Like,
I just don't know what John Elway is thinking.
Well, he's got to get rid of Case Keenum.
Yes, but you get rid of Case Keenum for a very solid lateral move?
Yeah.
There's no real
Sure.
I feel like you're getting the same thing, and you're going to have to be giving up assets to make it happen.
I want to look up. Hold on. Go ahead.
I don't know. With them, I would stick with. I mean, they're so clearly in a rebuild mode right now. Anyway, you know, Demaryius Thomas is gone. I don't know what Emmanuel Sanders is doing. Did he also get hurt at the end of the year?
Yes, he did.
So I don't know what that receiving core looks like.
Okay.
You had a huge star in Philip Lindsay who went down.
Yep, but he'll be back.
He will be back. But you know, I don't know. I really don't trust running backs specifically who have to come back.
From
injuries like that.
Me either.
So I don't know. It really doesn't make sense to me if you are the Broncos organization.
I was not surprised when Case Keenum came back down to earth, and I was not.
Yes, exactly.
I was not surprised when the Broncos finished 6-10.
Yeah,
this season. So I think it's an upgrade.
But
based purely on the fact that they thought that they could capitalize on the lightning in a bottle thing. I guess I look at this more.
What is Flacco showing you right now that makes you think he's going to be anything more than lightning in a bottle that won't ever have any sort of impact?
Flacco was fine. He went 4-5 as a starter this last year.
He went 4-5, so that's not much. I mean, he spends the whole thing. He's not doing much better than Case Keenum.
He's been like statistically the second worst quarterback in the NFL since he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think they're just kind of throwing anything that they can at it.
Sure, but that is.
Well, I say why not? I say why not?
Why not? You're a Giants fan. This past year specifically, we threw everything we had at Manning because we thought if we give him a backfield to help out, that it's going to be less pressure off him. That wasn't the case. That's not. You still need a talented, mobile quarterback.
Yep.
And that Joe Flacco is not.
Right. I said at the beginning of the year that I thought Lamar Jackson was the future of the Ravens, and so far I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it just comes down to the quarterback not being good enough.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know.
Seem being under immense pressure, you still make the throw.
We'll see.
Your line is so important. I don't want to take away from that, but your line really still only gets you so far.
I guess it all depends on what happens in the draft in April.
Yeah.
Like who the Broncos can pick up, who they can go after. You know,
I'm so stressed.
It kind of sucks when you have to live up to like what Peyton Manning was able to accomplish with Denver.
Yeah.
Taking them pretty much from like worst to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
sort of. He also had a tremendous defense behind him, a defense that also won him that Super Bowl.
That's right. So the Broncos still have a lot of work to do, but in my opinion, I think this is a step in the right direction.
Right.
In getting, I think they'll win more than 6 games next year.
Do you actually have or know offhand what they have to give up for it in this trade, or
no?
Still just
I don't think we'll know until the league starts.
Until it actually
on March 13th.
Well, that'll be interesting. If it's a low cost, fine. If you're giving up anything higher than like a 4th round pick, maybe even 5th round pick, this was a wrong choice.
Yeah, I see picks and lower level talent.
Who do they have to give?
No idea. Yeah, if Lamar Jackson somehow doesn't work out for Baltimore,
right,
then it's a win for Denver. But as of right now, I think it's a step in the right direction for both teams. I think Baltimore's finally moved on.
Yes,
and Denver's getting something.
Yeah,
which is important. So cool. All right, those are our mini topics. Let's move on to the big one. Ooh. So I proposed this idea to Kata last week, which was a draft. Which is a draft, which is like we talked about football, movies, and we came up with the idea of coming up with the best possible team that we can using fictional players from movies and TV. So, since Paul is here in place of Kata, he and I are going to duke it out. So we're going to have the first annual Fictional Football Draft. So I have a list of players, and he's got a list of players that we want. So we're just going to go back and forth, and we're going to talk about it. We talked about it in our pre-show meeting whether we wanted to do like first overall and just kind of draft people, or if we wanted to go by position. You're in favor of going first overall, and I think that going by position will keep it orderly. So we're gonna flip a coin instead. You want heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Great. Okay, so heads we're gonna go by position. Tails we're gonna go overall. It's heads.
Heads.
Great.
Tails.
So we're gonna go by position. So would you rather pick heads or tails? Do you want first pick or second pick?
Obviously I want first pick.
Heads or tails?
Tails just failed, so heads. I'm gonna lose this again. Watch.
No, it's heads.
Okay, great.
Great. All right, so we're gonna start with quarterbacks first.
Quarterbacks
let
first.
me know your first overall pick. I'm gonna be wow. There's I have a lot of good options here.
So this is so interesting because there's so many good ones out there. And
also wait. I wrote down 2 on the breakdown. How many? Do you have enough?
I have 2.
Do you want to go for 3?
I can go for 3.
Let's do 3.
I hopefully
just go back
you don't
forth.
pick him.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so as my number 1 quarterback overall, actually a friend, I haven't seen this movie, but a friend remembered it and he put it in there, and it's a complete what the fuck.
Yep.
It is Joe Kingman, played by The Rock, the Dwayne Johnson.
Shut the fuck up.
In the game plan.
Shut the fuck up. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not even on my
My
list.
star quarterback is going to be The Rock.
That's amazing. I
And
love
I read
that.
the synopsis. It's such a good premise. It's just a star quarterback who has everything he wants, and then he finds out he has a daughter, and he's got to adjust to being a dad, and it's got to be heartwarming and fun. So, what up, The Rock?
Excellent.
I choose you.
What a bombshell number 1 pick. That's
Boom.
excellent. I'm gonna go with Shane Falco,
Shane, that was my number 2.
played by Keanu Reeves in the movie The Replacements. Because what's better than a veteran quarterback trying to revive his career with a failing team? I don't know. In The Replacements, Falco always just seems to say the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Falco. So
Nice.
I like Falco as my number 1.
Okay.
You got a pick for your backup?
I do. One of them would have been Shane Flacco, but he's off the board. So I'm going to go over to what's it called? Any Given Sunday.
Good for you.
And we are going to take Willie Beeman.
I love it.
I think he has tremendous upside. He's shown he can run from 3 yards and a 4th and whatever on the last play, and that's going to win me a game. He's going to be a good enough backup quarterback.
Any Given Sunday is such a strangely edited movie.
Yes.
It's so bizarre
Yes,
and
it
out
is.
there. Oliver Stone.
Yeah. I still remember that scene, and it's like Jamie Foxx figuring out what to do, and then they cut Al Pacino in, but then there's stationary.
And then there's a bolt of lightning that happens.
And he's like, run.
Right.
It's so good.
Nice. I'm going to go with Mox. Jonathan Moxon from Varsity Blues.
That is a good one.
Which is another movie that I haven't seen in a long, long time.
Yes.
But I do remember Mox playing a big role in that movie. So that's my backup quarterback.
That's the backup.
Yeah.
And for my third and last as my backup, I'm going to go with a veteran who has played not only in the NFL, but he's also played in fun prison games. We're going to go with Paul Crewe from The Longest Yard.
Which version? You going to go with Burt Reynolds or Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
Ah, interesting. Yes. Why Adam Sandler over Burt Reynolds?
Only because I'm shamed to admit I actually haven't seen the original.
I haven't seen the original either.
So sorry.
But
so sorry. I love you, Burt. But
love it.
We're going, and Adam Sandler's going to bring comedy. He's going to liven up this team. He's going to be a great veteran quarterback, coaching everybody.
As long as he stops shaving points. As long as he doesn't shave points for your team. I'm going to go with Ronnie Bass. Sunshine. From Remember the Titans.
Oh man,
he came in. He came in and replaced Rev and took the Titans to a championship. He defeated that Marshall team in the Virginia title game.
Yes,
that was important.
So good.
So I'm going to give it to Ronnie Bass as my third string. Who's your third string? Oh no, that was it.
3. That was the 3.
Those are our 3.
Yeah,
awesome. Let's just kind of flip a coin for each position. How's that sound?
Winner pick position.
Yeah.
Great. Yep.
Great. We'll just move on to running backs then. Great. Heads or tails?
Tails this time. We're gonna win with it.
It is tails. Okay. Very good.
I'm pouring, and the gods favor people who pour beer.
That's it. All right. Who's your first pick, my friend?
Oh, we are unfortunately sticking with The Longest Yard. We are going with Earl. We are going with Earl.
Earl Maggot.
It's that first scene when you see him he gets the pitch, he does the spin off of the defensive lineman,
jumping over
he gets
people,
the hurdle, and then he just turns on the afterburners. And I feel like that can happen every play with him.
Damn it.
It's gonna be great.
The dude is so fast he ran out of his own shoes.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick Julian Washington from any given Sunday.
That's a problem.
Because there is nothing cooler than LL Cool J playing football.
Yes, that is so true. Oh, fuck. And that was my second one.
Okay.
And those are my two.
All right. You got anybody else?
Do
You on my list?
you want your list? Who would I pick?
I combined my running backs.
No, actually I do. I would go with Booby from
from Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Sure,
yes.
sure, sure.
I would go with Booby from Friday Night Lights.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And actually, I don't think I saw him on your list, so I'm going to take that as I'm prepared and a win.
There you go. Booby from Friday Night Lights. I'm gonna basically run out of like a power I.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pick Guard Dunham from The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Which is Steve Austin's character.
Yeah.
Who the dude picked up 10 yards per carry before he got hit so hard that he shit himself. So I think he just shit himself.
That is such a good moment. And then it goes to the booth and there's like four of them.
I just shit himself. Yeah, it's a good moment for sure. All right, so those are our two. Moving on to wide receivers, I'm going to pick heads for the coin toss.
All right.
It is heads.
It is heads. All right.
Ooh, this is an interesting decision. Okay, so
There are a lot out here.
there are a lot of good ones. Let's see. Who do I pick? It's not any of these guys at the bottom. I'm going to go with an Oscar-winning performance by one Cuba Gooding Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selecting Rod Tidwell from the movie Jerry Maguire.
Yep.
Show me the money!
I'll just delete that top pick of my wide receivers
Yeah,
right now.
You better.
Yeah. Okay.
Although there's still
Cool.
there's still good receivers left on the board.
Oh, there are so many
sure.
good receivers.
We're picking
out
three
there.
wide receivers, by the way. 3. So I've got one.
Let's see, out of these guys, who do I want to go with? I'm going to go with the guy who I think has the most cunning, and he is the most on the ball, and this one is also going to maybe be a what the fuck. This is going to be Greg Jenko from 22 Jump Street.
Greg Jenko.
Played by Channing Tatum.
Excellent.
While he goes undercover at this new school, he has to play some football, and if you watch something, he like makes a diving in the end zone touchdown grab, and I'm like, yeah,
That's right.
I want that on my team.
That's right.
So we're going with Greg Jenko, Channing Tatum.
I love it. I had him like on my radar. I don't know why he's not on my final list here. My second wide receiver is going to be Deacon Moss.
Oh, that was going to be my second, but I didn't want
from The Longest Yard. See? Strategy, my friend.
I just didn't want to do so many longest yard ones.
I know.
On one team, I felt cheap.
Well, it's funny because like
saving him for second.
It's such. I feel like most people our age have all seen The Longest Yard and love The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
So like, it's ingrained kind of in my mind here.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Irvin,
and it's Michael Irvin.
Is it? So is this bad to say that it feels like maybe Michael Irvin is just a good actor, but I don't know. It's just like he looks like he belongs in prison.
No comment.
No comment.
No
Anyways,
comment.
okay. So I'm picking Deacon.
Take a sip on that one.
I'm picking Deacon Moss as my second wide receiver. Who you got for number 2? Your number 2 wideout.
I am going with a man who showed that he has heart and determination.
Yep.
And he is going to run the fastest routes on our team. That is going to be Vince Papale from Invincible. Good old Marky Mark.
Love it.
Yeah. True inspirational tale, man.
Love it. Invincible's a great movie. It really
I actually
is.
haven't seen it in a time.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters with my mother years ago whenever it came out. And I was watching like clips from it now, and I actually thought, I was like, oh, this looks like corny as hell.
It's a Disney movie, so obviously it's going to like pull at your heartstrings a little bit. For sure.
Yeah. I do remember enjoying it.
Yeah. All right, for my third wide receiver, Kata's going to really like me for this one. I'm picking Ricky Jarrett, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers from the TV show Ballers.
Oh, Ballers. I didn't even consider Ballers.
Played by John David Washington.
Yeah.
Who is Denzel's son.
Yep.
But B, a very cocky but very talented wide receiver. I'm going to go with Mr. Jarrett for my third pick.
Very good.
Wide receiver number 3.
Wide receiver pick number 3. I'm not going to this, but my honorable mention is going to be Air Bud from the movie Air Bud Golden Receiver.
You know, I'm really happy that you said that because I can't believe I didn't like lay out the ground rules that like you couldn't pick Air Bud, like we were sticking to humans only.
Listen, don't be mad that he can run faster than all of your defensive ends, okay?
There are no rules that says a dog can't play football.
Who we are actually going with
Thank you for... Okay, great.
is Charlie Tweeter from Varsity Blues. I
Great
think
pick.
he will be one of.
Yeah.
He's going to be just like one of those little white boy slot receivers,
Yeah.
i.e., Wes Welker or
Everybody
Cooper
on
Kupp
everybody on the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I like that
he's
pick.
going to lock that down. He's going to be my little sneaky
For sure.
Julian Edelman, whatever the fuck.
For sure. I had first pick last round. What do you got for the coin toss for tight ends?
Heads.
Right. We're picking one tight end apiece, by the way.
Uno más.
You said heads, right?
Heads.
It is heads.
Uno. I don't have to say más.
It is heads.
It is heads.
Yes.
Great.
First pick, my
We
friend.
are going with
I just lost my tight
Brian
end.
Murphy,
Yeah,
the replacements.
of course.
Boom! Yeah, name a better tight end. Name a better, like, even fleshed out character tight end in any other movie.
Seriously.
Like,
He's such a wholesome character.
yeah.
And the fact that he's deaf makes it even better.
You're like, ah!
Yeah.
He's so good.
You know,
He's
Christine
on
Michael.
Team Alvin, bitch.
Yeah. He's wonderful. So that was my number one, obviously. I think it was everybody's number one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Cheeseburger Eddie.
Yep, that was the number 2.
He's got the shakes that'll make you quake.
Somebody give me a Diet Coke.
Yep. That's coming
Oh,
later, don't you
God,
worry.
he's so good.
That's great. Terry Crews, baby back, bitch. Baby back, bitch. He's my tight ends. All right, so now we're on to offensive linemen, which was tough to figure out,
Yeah.
but we
Yes.
got it. So I'm you were first last time. I'm gonna pick heads.
Go.
I just gotta not drop the coin. That's all. These beers are getting to me. All right, here we are. It was tails. It flipped over in my hand. You may pick first, my friend. What do you got?
All right, so I'm going to get this bad first pick out of the way. One, because in our breakdown, it didn't say fictional, and I'm realizing we really should have stuck to fictional people.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going with Michael Oher as my
How dare you?
my right guard.
Yep.
My blind side guard. I felt cheap about this one, and I specifically remember looking back, and all it said was movie and TV players.
You're right.
And I was like, run with that, Paul.
And I'm
'Cause
slightly
what else
tipsy
do you want there?
and didn't skate the rules at the beginning of this. So
So I'm going to sneak that one in there.
Michael Orr. That's okay. He's a shitty offensive tackle in the NFL, so it's fine.
did sort of turn out that way.
Never panned out really for
Yeah.
Michael Orr. My first pick is going to be from the movie Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
It is Louis Lastic,
Yep.
who is finally eligible enough to go to college. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
He's going to college,
Will he
coach.
make it to the NFL now?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll stick with college.
We'll see.
Oy.
Yeah, Louis Lastic is going to be on the offensive line. I don't know where. We'll figure all that out
We'll
later.
figure all that out. Yeah. I will now pick my center. I'm going with Manu Mana, the
Yeah!
slender from
Necessary Roughness.
Let's
Yes.
go! Not
Excellent.
only is he an exquisite center, he shows like what the NFL should be in class and like
Yeah.
respectable men
Right.
and like treating women properly.
The-
and
the first
accepting them
scene,
in
it's-
sports.
The very, very first scene when Lucy comes on and kicks,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, man, yeah, he's cool.
Yes.
Good for him.
Oh,
Good for
God.
Manu Mana.
Honestly, one of my favorite scenes is like him kicking everyone out so she can go shower.
That's right.
And then he plays bodyguard. He's very respectful. And then he asks her, it's like, can I have your permission to take you to this day? Like he like fully puts it in her court. He doesn't assume anything. Good on you, buddy.
Michael Tuiasosopo, what a guy. Along that same line, my center is going to be from the film The Replacements. It is Jumbo Fumiko, the former sumo wrestler, played by Ace Yonamine. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I could be wrong, though. If it wasn't, I mean, he did have that holding penalty
Yeah.
in the final game of the year, but they thankfully Washington redeemed themselves and scored the touchdown. But I think a former sumo wrestler is a force to be reckoned with on the offensive line.
Yes. You can't go wrong with that.
So that's two apiece. Number three.
That's two apiece. Yeah. Oh, right, because you took Louis from me. All
I
right.
did, yeah.
So for my last one, I'll probably need a sheet. Anyway, keeping it with the replacements, we're gonna go with Jamal Jackson on the guard side.
I'm even going to do the honorable thing, and I'm going to back off of Andre.
Oh,
so that
you better.
so that you can have him for your next pick. Those bodyguards, they rock.
I mean, Jesus Christ, and they're brothers. It's gonna be awesome to play
Yeah.
on a team together.
That's great. I love that.
So he's gonna do that. I'm gonna let him now actually take two
Good
because I'm gonna draft Andre after whoever he says.
Cool. I'm picking Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Billy Bob.
Yep. What a guy. What a guy.
What a guy. What a
Ron
guy. What
Lester,
a
great
guy.
actor. Let's see. After that, I'm going to a more of a juvenile setting. I'm picking Rudy Zoltek from the movie Little Giants.
Okay.
The
First one.
The big fat guy.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are going to be my two offensive linemen that I pick, and you're picking Andre. Obviously.
I'm going to pick Andre.
Yep. It's your pick.
It is my pick.
Yeah.
This would be my 5.
This is number 5,
you stole Louis from me, so I'm going to have to confer here for offensive lineman real quick.
Choose wisely.
Off the board here. Off the board. You've got, honestly, some good choices here,
I'm
though.
going to hide the rest of the shit.
No, that's fair.
So
That's
that
fair.
you can't see any of that.
The program. Yeah, we'll go Bud Light Kaminsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some problems, but I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in that movie has some problems, but Bud Light Kaminsky for sure. Great
Bang,
pick.
bang.
My final pick is going to be an interesting one for sure. I'm going to pick Cam Tucker from Modern Family, played by Eric Stonestreet, who, if you're not familiar with the show, plays one of the gay dads. I think his intellect will be a major factor in the trenches.
Okay.
All these pulling patterns, these guard patterns, run blocking, pass blocking. I think Cam Tucker is going to be a good addition to my team.
Boom.
Those are the offensive linemen. You picked first, so I'm going to call the toss here, and I'm going to go with heads. We're going to go with defensive linemen. We get, what do we have? We want to pick 3? What do you want? Do you care?
Well, I did it as a 4-3.
Okay.
I'm sort of partial to 4 defensive linemen.
I can go with
Just in how I like defensive when I play my Madden games.
All right. How about this? I'll go with 3.
Okay.
I'll do a 3-4, and you can have first pick for the defensive lineman.
Cool.
Is that okay?
Great.
Who's your first pick?
Oh boy.
This also means I get first pick of linebackers.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I know exactly who you're going for.
I don't know.
I think I know exactly who you're going for.
Probably.
Okay. All right. My first defensive lineman. We are gonna go Mr. Left Side, Strong Side.
That's right.
Julius Campbell.
That's right.
From Remember the Titans.
That's right.
Oh my God. First of all, I think that is my favorite sports movie. Remember the Titans?
I would agree. At least
just-
it's at least my favorite football movie. I'll have to really think about it.
Right.
About what my actual favorite. Actually, Rudy might be my favorite sports movie.
Oh, it's so slow. It's a great movie. It's so slow.
It's got personal drama in it.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
For a movie,
For sure.
Remember the Titans is wholly about football, and I think that's what is also good about that.
I mean, forget the whole race stuff that goes on. Purely about football.
Okay, well, I mean, there's more football in it than Rudy.
That's fair. That is fair.
Anyways, so you're going to pick Julius.
I am going to pick Julius.
First in my 3-4 set will be... Ooh, okay. Here we go. I'm picking Charles Jefferson.
Charles Jefferson.
Played by Forrest Whitaker in the film Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Don't you ever fuck with Forrest Whitaker's car. He will fuck you up. He will fuck you up. Charles Jefferson's my first defensive lineman. He's gonna go rip shit. Don't you mess with his car.
He's going to eat you.
He's going to eat you. Oscar-winning actor, by the way, Forrest Whitaker. So...
Okay. Now, for my next one, we're going to go to the man who makes people shit his pants. We're taking Spitowski.
Love it.
From Longest Yard.
I broke the my nose.
God, that is a big man.
I broke the my nose. Yeah, it's a good
Do
pick
I look
there.
like Michael Jackson?
I love that, in that scene when he makes Steve Austin shit himself, he's like this.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the fist, and you hear all the knuckles crack. I was like, yes! Excellent. Let's see.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Cool. I'm going with... All right, so I'm going to go with Ivory Christian from Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
The movie version.
Okay.
That's going to be my second defensive lineman. I think he'll be good on the edge. He's fast. He's a, like a minor character, but still.
Next, I have a controversial pick.
Okay.
We're going back to the program, and we're going with Steve Latimer.
Oh my!
Yes.
Tell me about Steve.
Well, Steve in the movie definitely had his problem with roid rages, and there's definitely a scene that feminists wouldn't be happy to watch, and how he's handling himself. I don't like it. I don't like my pick, but I'm picking him.
Okay.
Because, this is for the NFL, right? So that doesn't really matter.
Again,
that's a really bad joke. But,
wow, that was a great 1, 2, 3. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But we're going to go with Steve Latimer from the program.
Steve Latimer, I like it.
He's still a starting defensive end, and if we get him off the roids, hopefully we control his personality. I don't know.
That's fair. My final pick is going to be from the film The Waterboy. I'm going with Greg Meany.
Okay, great.
Who's the one that fuels Bobby Boucher's straight-up rage thing. He's the initial one that is like, you know, hey, water boy, and like knocks over the water.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Greg Meany.
Nice.
Because he's got the ability. I mean, I feel like he's like he's going to be a thorn in the side of offensive line.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
so I'm going to go with Greg Meany for sure.
He just knows how to get in there.
Yep. Who you got? Your last defensive lineman.
So then my 4. I actually haven't seen this movie, but I think we've all seen the scene from this movie, Facing the Giants. I'm going with Brock Kelly. He is the guy that the coach makes do from what?
I don't know. I'm asking you. He's not on my list.
Sorry. He's the defensive captain on their team.
Okay.
And he's like writing off this game that they have, and then the coach makes him do what's it called? The death crawl with like someone on his back, and he basically blindfolds him. And this guy, Brock Kelly, carries like a 160-pound man 100 yards across the field blindfolded, and that's the type of perseverance that I want on my defensive end.
What movie is this from?
Facing the Giants. You've never seen that scene?
I've never heard of it.
I only know this movie because I stumbled on that scene. And it's such an inspirational like moment of the coach being like, give me your best. You said you'd give me your best.
Wow.
Don't quit. And he does not. He carries a 160-pound man across 100 yards. I mean, movie editing. But,
wow. I didn't know that.
Brock Kelly's bringing it up on the back.
I'm going to go home and look that up.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. All right, so we got linebackers now. I'm in a 3-4, so I get 4 linebackers. He's in a 4-3, so he gets 3. So I'm going to get first pick. There are a lot of good options here at linebacker. There's a lot of good ones. And I have to be very...
There are 2 picks I really want, and I'm scared you're going to say both of them right now. So.
Well, I only get 1, so you get the first, you get the other one. So let's see. Can I do that one? There are 2 that are at the top of my list, obviously.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the first one, which is from Remember the Titans, which is Gary Bertier.
Okay.
Left side, strong side.
Yes. Respect.
Yep.
Respect
was
to
he,
that.
Was he one of your 2?
He was actually not one of my 2. So I'm actually a little surprised right now.
Very good. Who's your first?
Now I'm not sure who to pick because both are still on board, and I still think you'll get one of them.
All right, well, we'll see.
We actually haven't talked about it. You brought his name up again, and I'm just going to take him. Bobby Boucher.
There you go.
Adam Sandler's not only playing my quarterback.
He's not fucking here.
He's going to play my...
He's not fucking here. He's not on my list.
You didn't write down Bobby Boucher?
I fucking forgot. He's on my... So what I did was I took my... I just like wrote down random notes on my phone. I guarantee you he's here.
If he's not...
He is. Yeah, he's right there.
Okay, great.
Sam, yeah, he's right there.
Great.
I whiffed. What a take.
Well, now I feel like I should have taken my other one because I don't think you would have then remembered Bobby Boucher. But we're taking Bobby Boucher. He's going to be left or right. I don't know, but he's going to be on the outside of the linebacker.
Great. Another one of my middle linebackers is going to be Becky Icebox O'Shea from Little Giants.
Yes, sir.
The first woman taken in the draft. I think she's smart and she can kick any guy's ass.
Oh yeah.
So, Icebox. Whew, you here? I didn't take the other one, did I?
No, you sure didn't.
No, I didn't. And I bet I know who it is too.
Who is it?
I want you to say the name of the movie.
Any Given
Sunday. Is it Lawrence Taylor?
It sure fucking is Lawrence Taylor.
That's great. That's excellent. Okay.
Oh my god. So I hadn't seen Any Given Sunday for years, and upon doing this research, that's when I realized it was Lawrence Taylor, and I was like, well, obviously we're going with that.
Sure.
So yeah, Luther the Shark LeVay. Cool.
Whew. Wow. Good for you.
Got out unscathed with my
awesome.
picks. I like it.
Let's see. My number 3 linebacker is going to be. I'm going to diversify it a little bit. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to go with somebody who I feel good on because then for my 4th pick, I'll have free range on it. I'm going to go with Danny Bateman from the movie The Replacements.
Yeah.
He's the freak of nature linebacker.
Yes.
Who hits Falco, and Falco's like, red jersey! He's like, oh, sorry, man.
Yeah.
He's got like the crazy eyes going. I'm going to go with Danny Bateman, played by Jon Favreau.
Nice.
Who directed like Iron Man and all this stuff. He's great. So Jon Favreau is my third linebacker.
I totally realized I just wrote down my last pick's nickname. Let me see if I can actually get his real...
Is it from The Longest Yard?
It is not from The Longest Yard. It is
All right.
actually from Revenge of the Nerds.
Shut up.
Yes.
Yes.
Nerds. Yes.
Yes.
I only wrote down his nickname, the Ogre, and I'm trying to remember his.
That's
real
all.
name.
That's all I have as Ogre.
Great.
That's all
If
I
you've got it, then we're going with the Ogre.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that movie, just literally type in Ogre and Revenge of the Nerds, and you'll see a 3-second clip of him just going.
Nerds! Bobby Boucher. Chelsea says Bobby Boucher's mom is the real MVP. She tackled the fuck out of her ex-husband.
She did, but if it were
she-
up to her, Bobby Boucher wouldn't even have a career. So
Well, that's not to say that she didn't. That Mama Boucher didn't know how to play football.
that's fair. I've never thought about it.
She
like that
she
before.
knows how to play that foosball, and sometimes she can let the devil out of her.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So
All right, no.
good call, Chelsea.
I respect that.
Love it.
Well done.
My final pick is from the movie Draft Day.
Mm-hmm.
Just spreading out the movies a little bit. I'm picking Vontae Mack.
Who is that? Kevin
Costner.
Costner? Yeah,
he's in
okay.
fucking
Yep.
everything. Vontae Mack is my pick. So Vontae Mack was the highly touted number one potential pick,
Mm-hmm.
who the Browns do eventually pick. But he's a good tough linebacker, and I like him. I like him on the inside
Nice.
for sure.
I actually haven't seen that one, so I gotta check that movie out.
It's fine, believe it
Yeah.
or not. So all right, so we're into defensive backs. It's kind of slim pickings a little bit.
It is a little bit.
You're going first. I'm gonna call the toss on this one.
All right.
I'm gonna say tails. It is tails.
All right.
All right, cornerbacks. We're picking two cornerbacks, two safeties coming up.
Cornerbacks to safety.
Yep. Let's see. Cornerbacks. Who do I go with? My first instinct was to go with Allen Bosley.
Alan Bosley.
From Remember the Titans,
Yeah.
played by Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's got, he got pulled from the game. Is that right?
He got pulled for the game, but he also very willingly gave up his spot when he realized he was getting beat.
Right.
So I think it's actually a very smart pick, because if you have someone that's well adjusted enough to say, like, hey, I want what's best for the team, that's a smart guy.
For the betterment of the team.
Yeah.
So Allen's a good team player. He's my number one pick at corner.
Cool.
Who you got?
It's funny you say that, because I'm actually going to go with his replacement. We're going to go with Petey Jones.
Petey Jones.
Yes. Very fast, very locked down. He's going to be great in the NFL.
Love it. Cool. My second pick is going to be from the film All the Right Moves.
Don't you take my Tom Cruise man from me.
That is Stefan
Ah!
Georgievich.
God, I wanted that.
Yep. And now you got to pick somebody else.
Because
my
he's
friend.
so smart, too. Like,
Yeah.
there's such a good cornerback, athletic, and mental strongness that you're like, that's what I want.
Yep.
All right,
Who you
if
got?
you're going to take Stefan from me, my number 2 is going to be from the movie Wildcats.
Uh-huh.
We are going with Trumaine.
Trumaine.
Mr. Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Because we all know that Trumaine is going to go on to slay vampires, and that's the kind of toughness that I want on my team. So,
Oh, that's great. All right. Heads or tails?
tails. I feel like I want to do a coin flip for my coin flip.
Two safeties. It is tails. You get to go first. Which is funny because I had Petey Jones as one of my safeties.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, also a good slide.
Yeah.
Also a good slide.
Oh, shit. You're going to pick. God damn it. All right.
I'm going to pick.
Yep.
Who am I
You're
gonna pick?
picking first. Who are you picking?
I'm actually going to throw it back again to the Little Giants.
Of course you are.
Yep.
Yep.
We are going with Spike Hammersmith.
Spike Hammersmith.
The dude literally carries a fridge out of a truck on his back and then does pull-ups on his dad's arm off the refrigerator. Come on.
His dad
His
sucks.
dad does suck.
He's like one of those like Friday Night Tykes dads.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's like, come on, Spike. He's like on the sidelines and the coach is like, cool it, dude. Jesus Christ. Of course you're taking Spike. Unbelievable. All right.
Of course I'm taking Spike.
All right. So my first pick at safety is going to be Torres from The Longest Yard.
Mm-hmm.
He literally burns a dude with a cigarette that he's smoking while he's on the field.
That's
Sometimes your team needs a little bit of balls.
That's a badass scene.
Sometimes your team needs a little bit of balls, and I think Torres has those balls. Pick number 2.
Pick number 2. We are going back to Friday Night Lights. We are
Yep.
going to take Brian Chavez.
Yep.
My Lord, that guy can play some lockdown.
Thank God I found a fifth safety.
Yeah.
Thank goodness,
Thank
because I
goodness.
have nobody else.
Okay.
So hear me out. This is from the TV show Glee. I went with Mike Chang, who I went
No, please justify yourself.
I went with Mike Chang, According to the Glee Wikipedia
Mm-hmm.
site, Mike Chang was a safety before he joined the New Directions. So, I'm going with Mike Chang. Mike Chang is going to be my free safety on my
That
goddamn
type of
team.
chain's got to really signify a strong mental toughness. So
Sure
I
it does.
actually do like that pick.
All right, so we're into the special teams now. We have kickers, punchers, kick returners, one of each. You won the last one. I'm picking heads.
Who are we doing what now?
We're going to go kickers, punters, and then kick returners.
Great.
It's okay with you?
Yep.
Great. I'm going to pick heads. Yes. It is heads.
Don't pick mine.
All right. So my decision for kicker is Nigel Gruff.
Nigel Gruff.
Nigel the leg Gruff.
Mm-hmm.
He can kick a soccer ball from the end of the field and score.
Yep.
He just has to stay away from the gambling, and he'll be fine.
Good luck.
Ole, 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 ole. He's my pick. Nigel Rice Evans.
Yeah.
Are you picking the other one?
The other one.
My number 2 pick. Who you got?
Maybe your number 2 pick. It is going to be the second female drafted in the NFL.
That was my number 2.
We are going Lucy Draper from Unnecessary Roughness.
Kathy Ireland.
Yes.
Yep.
Just keep backing her up 10 yards. We're going to keep taking it in.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm like super duper impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Punters.
Punters was interesting.
Yeah. Heads or tails, my
Was
friend.
interesting. Heads.
It is tails. All right. So I'm thinking of so I'm gonna here we go. I'm thinking of this less about punters and more about holders.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with like the most famous holder that TV has ever known. That is Lucy Van Pelt.
Yeah. Nearly went with that.
From Peanuts. She's got. I feel like she has the ability to pull off a great fake field goal.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just how many times she's taken the ball away from Charlie Brown.
Wow.
But
I'm so upset with this pick because I considered that for so long.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it's a holder. It's a holder. You still need to kick.
There aren't too many. You don't see many like fictional punters. That's the thing.
Right.
So I went with the holder, and I think Lucy's the best holder out of all of them.
That is not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Kicking myself that I didn't go with, or I guess glad I didn't because I do have someone else. Derek Wallace from The Waterboy.
Uh-huh.
He's also really the only other punter that I've seen that has like actual experience as a punter.
He's the one that like when they line up for the field goal, the football turns into like the Ku Klux Klan head, right?
Yeah.
And he like boots it over the scoreboard. Yeah.
He does a whole, and he's like the first real friend for Bobby Boucher. He makes her feel comfortable. They like relate about their mamas saying and shit. Like he's gonna be a great role player.
Derek Wallace, man, for sure. I'll give you that. All right, last one is the kick returner, and I feel like there's really only one.
There's only one. So who's gonna get him, and who
has to pick like another wide receiver or some bullshit like that? All right, so here we go. Did you win that last one? I won the last one,
and I picked it.
I won the last one. So you're picking heads or tails.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Oh boy,
go.
So much.
Don't fuck up.
So much. I'm gonna call it in the air. Heads.
It is heads.
Forrest Gump, motherfuckers!
Run, Forrest!
There is no other option. If you want a kick or punt return specialist, you're gonna goddamn go.
There is no other option.
There's no other option than this.
Agreed. So I guess I have to pick another like wide receiver or something like that, or like an extra wide receiver. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go with Clifford Franklin from The Replacements.
Yes.
Played by Orlando Jones.
Yes.
Who has no hands, but he's fast
and
as
he
hell.
needs
Yeah. He is fast as hell. So I'm going to go with Clifford Franklin. Yeah, exactly right. He's got those eyes, too. He's got, like, those receiver eyes. Yeah. But just, like, normally. You know, just like in everyday life, his eyes are super big.
I'm all about him.
KR. So the last thing we're going to do is our coach.
Just the one. The lead?
Just the one head coach.
Not going to be me.
That's all it is. You won the toss. I'm calling it this time. I'm going to pick tails. It is tails.
It is tails.
There are many good options for coach.
Yes.
I really like these. I have 3 written down because we're only picking one apiece. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of really just like picking it on the fly. I'm going to go with Jimmy McGinty.
Okay.
From The Replacements.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It's because the fact that he was able to take replacement players and like do well with them means he's kind of like a Tom Izzo, if you're going to relate it to like college basketball or whatever. Like, I feel like Jimmy McGinty could take a team of 4th graders to the championship just by his sheer like will alone. Gene Hackman also has like a great like wholesome performance in that movie, and that style though. the hat, the suit. I think McGinty's got it. So I'm gonna go with McGinty for my head coach. You've got a couple good ones left on the board here.
There are so many.
Who you picking?
If we go to my favorite film, fucking Coach Boone would be definitely top. It's not who I went with.
Yep.
I was also gonna go with Matthew McConaughey from We Are Marshall.
Wow, I never thought of that. That's a good one.
But I have my real player that is a not fictional player anymore. So in fact, that one was so based off of real events as well.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you rally a team back from that amount of loss and you're still able, that's a great coach.
Yeah.
Who I inevitably went with was, and now I'm kind of sad that again you haven't seen this movie, Facing the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Coach Grant Taylor.
Okay.
He became wildly religious, which I think plays to a lot of people and what the NFL is underhandedly about. Not to mention what he gets out of his players is so immensely fascinating, and how he does it.
All right.
That tailored together with what you see him going through his real life and how he's able to continue coaching these kids, I think just makes for a one-of-a-kind coach.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I've never seen it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have to see Facing
the
the Giants
ditty.
for sure. So those are our teams. We're going to put them up online.
Yeah.
The audience is going to pick the winner.
How do we want to do full team, or should we do like a best offense and a best
defense? We'll put up full team.
Great,
for sure. We're going to have some kind of punishment for you to do a should you lose. We'll see.
Was not aware, but I'm down.
Yeah, well, we haven't decided what it is yet, so we'll figure it out. We'll have you back before the season's over for sure. That's it. We've run it like a full hour. Man, this is a long show.
It's draft. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm really happy to plug my computer in, honestly. So that's it. Any last thoughts before we finish out here?
No. I the questions I want to ask are sort of maybe for the ending show. Just how was your series, man? This might be my last show, so let me interview you.
Last series,
this is the last show of your season.
No. We've got a couple more weeks.
Right.
March 11th.
Sorry, that's what I missed.
From you. It's been super fulfilling.
Nice.
For sure. It's gone way better than I could have imagined.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in a good place to go farther from here.
Great.
I'm feeling good, and I'm really happy. Kata, she's not watching, but I'm really happy that we did this for sure. So thanks to her for really pushing me to finally do this.
Honestly, same. First show she pushed me.
Thank you for coming in. It's always a joy having you, sir. So we don't have any drinks to chug because obviously we're done. So with that, I'm Andrew.
I'm Paul.
Thanks for watching the further review, guys. We'll see you all next week. Put that away. Put that away.
Never.